Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I think what I'm going to talk about today is being in the unit. I think if you're gonna end your life, then you gotta plan it out a bit more. Pick a year rather than a day or an age, or don't do it at all. What I've learned is to respect yourself, respect your decisions, respect your mindset. Try quit vaping, and planned out. Have a goal in mind that you want to reach. Like for me, I've got 3 and a bit more weeks to go. And it's not gonna drive me crazy, but it feels like that at the moment. I'm wearing a lot of layers because I tried to run away from here, and I walked to the river and I walked up the river a bit, turned at the church, and then got a ride to Napier where my brother lives. I almost got there and then I slept in a bush, got picked up at about 11 o'clock, and then went back to the unit. But being in here, I have found people who why is it so blurry? Anyway, the light just turned off, so this is the thing now. As you can tell, there's voices outside. They've been going all day. Basically, I want to talk about how much I love YouTube and Spotify. I think they really tie Gen Z and the Alpha generation to each other, and the minimal music that's coming in is actually cool to listen to. Like, it's really personalized for our age group, and just being here with you guys is like totally a gem, and we really learn from each other, I reckon. I got sushi today, which I really like. I think it really you shouldn't really like sushi because it's like totally, especially from different countries, like it's a bit suspicious about how much goodness can be packed into such a small little bit of seaweed. But hey, there it is, it exists, and we all eat it. I think that getting to grips with the fact that your life is longer than what you want it to be, or that when you're 20, kids can be just around the corner, but if you're someone who wants something else in your life, then that hope can be hard to hold on to. Especially when you're in a place like this. Well, not. Food's just arrived, but I'm not eating it because I have sushi. When I escaped, I got a blanket, so I feel a bit more comfortable, a bit more at home than what I did before. I feel, in my mind, I feel a bit more in control of what's going on. I'm writing a book at the moment. I think it's pretty cool to write, to express your ideas and your concepts, and maybe I should find some concepts in there that lead me away from thinking about death so much, and leading into um, leading into friends and friends and family, and trying not to think about harming myself, or trying not to think about people that are outside my friend group. Just leaving them to it, becoming more of a unit in how I think. And fuck, on that walk I just saw the sun in a different light, and I saw how humans are kind of express the sun sort of in their art, express the light in their art, in their writing, and it's all different kinds of light. That's that's whether you have a reading light or whether you watch the sun. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. Thank you so much. Whether you watch the sunset every day or the sunrise, or whether that's light that you find in other people or light that you find in pets, giving over to the fact that there might not be a tomorrow, giving over to the song in our hearts. God, that sounds a bit theoretical, really. But I think trying to write about these things is a good idea. Trying to get them out in some form. Here it is, the plaster. I'm too fat, I reckon. It was just a lot to get through, I think. But I don't think I'm gonna do this for a very long time. And eating sushi is totally a highlight. Vaping is a highlight, but I do want to get rid of it, like, God, I'm pulling my hair out at this point. But if I get offered one, then I'll take it, like, fuck. Getting to know a space is a cool thing to do, and getting to know what you don't like and what you do like is cool. What I do like is going on walks, so I'm glad I escaped, really. What I don't like is trying to come up with ways to make money. I keep farting, that's why I keep leaning, but hey, I might just cut it out. Making sure that you take in media at this age is a cool thing to do. Take in the light, take in what people have to say to you, and making sure you judge that as important or more important. I mean, everything's important that you say, but sometimes people just don't really. It's more excess than anything. That's why I like writing, because it's so sustained and restrained, and kind of, if we lose writing, then we lose sanity, I reckon. But this episode is about letting the light in, I reckon. And sushi, and wearing layers that took off my socks because I have this thing on my foot. You can't see it, but there's like a big lump of like blood filled with blood, big lump filled with blood. That's kind of painful to walk on. My feet are actually so sore because when I ran away I didn't have any shoes and it kind of tore up my feet a bit, and it was so cold that night, so I didn't really think about it. I should have brought more layers, I think. Brought my headphones, brought my jumper because I have this big hoodie thing. And I'm leaving my door open because I think it's safer, but I'll shut it when it gets later, I think. Then I can be let out rather than just be okay. I keep wanting to fart. Okay, there we go. That's the last of it. I'm a big fan of Fleabag, and I'm a big fan of mumblecore, the genre, and wanting to make those things in my own life, all that style of stuff. Wanting to get out of here is a big one for me. Just getting rid of those negative thoughts is cool to try and wrestle with. As long as the other side knows they have more power. And just trying to get some respite because you never know when you're gonna have a bed again. I think that realizing your own potential is cool, and making up words. So I'm just gonna leave you with that. Goodbye.